Practice makes perfect. Look at these rows, huh? I couldn't make those last year. I got my row builder attachment on right now from Everything Attachment. Let's make a couple of passes. do you think? That turned out pretty good. I finally figured out how to make absolutely perfect rows straight and have that barrier between the rows, the weed barrier, and also a place to walk. My other rows were all funky looking, and anyway, they didn't look this good. But let's look at this other stuff I'm doing. Hopefully the camera's still on. Yeah, there it is. Well, there you go. Farmer Tom's finally figured it out. Got the row builder adjusted correctly, and there you go. Not bad. The start of my hopefully productive garden. Now this is fertilized, and I need to come back with a little bit more. This will grow food here. Problem is, I got to keep the deer out. So the new fence, and the idea here is this. Let me share something that a viewer caught and noticed. And I'm going to go in this in somewhat detail, but I'll make it quick. Okay, the fence boards on this side are facing inward, okay? The fence boards right here are facing outward. And there's a reason for that, and I'll tell you why. Here on the compound, everything up here, this is my personal space, okay? This is where the vehicles, the house, my little garden, and if I want to get a dog, all I have to do is, wire up all these fences and connect it. Once I connect all this and put a gate and everything, and put nice fence through here, something that a dog can't jump through, you know what I'm talking about. A mesh fence on the inside. But the real thing is this. I know this fence cannot stop a deer. Everybody made that comment. They'll jump up to here. Okay, twice the height of the fence. This is how high a deer will jump. Right along in here. So, I'm not really trying to keep the deer out. The other video was more, like I said, it was a parody. It was fun. But what I'm going to do with the rest of this property over here, once I finally get it all cleaned up, is this is where I'm going to have a couple of cows, some goats and sheep, and some pigs on this next 1.5 acres back here. Okay? So, once I get it all fenced in and have the areas where I want developed, then I can start worrying about farm animals. But the big thing is the place is not ready to go. So I decided that here, once I cut all this down over here, then I can fence all this in, start from this corner over here, fence it all in, right through here, come across, and come back over. And then this area here is where I'll put a couple of run-in shelters, a couple bedding, a bed-down shelter, and have, 4, 5, 6 different farm animals back here. All right, I'd rather have them in the bottom land than tearing up the top part of the property. So that's why I put this fence on the outside. So if I do have some cows, this, you want them so they can push against this. If it's the other way, they'll just push the nails right out. So you put the boards facing the animals or the livestock. So this is the other part of the fence that I got done today. And I also took the bulldozer and came down here and scraped this land. Because remember what I was telling you, it was real funky through here? Well, I made it look a lot better. So that turned out real good. And just scooped it all up, or scraped it, I should say. Just dropped the draught box blade and ran it backwards. And it scraped pretty good. This is my problem area. This is a swamp right here. Literally a swamp. So this has all got to be dredged out through here. And then a big culvert pipe's got to be put in here, a big one. And it's got to be sunken down pretty far. And then where the fence is here, over to about right here is where the road comes in. This is going to be a road. It's going to come right through here, right from the top of the hill, be able to drive straight down, come through here, and then just keep on trucking right down the fence line. But this area here has to be cleaned up because I want to be able to come across here too. And right now that's impossible without, you know, this is a mud pit. And it's so funky and it's so nasty. I mean, now it's got that stagnated water. Oh my God. Nasty. Mosquito, that's mosquito country right there. That's right, mosquitoes. I can't have mosquitoes out here. They'll bring some yellow fever, some bullshit like that. But now you get the idea that there's a plan behind the madness. Okay, there is a method behind this madness. I'm going to show this part to you because if I come off that oval driveway right through here, right where these tracks are, come down through here. This is my best shot. See the land? Not too bad. It's already flat all the way out there. It's just from here out about, 80 feet. It's funky. So it all's got to be graded. But when you get right here in this corner, this whole thing's got to be built up. So a lot of gravel's got to be brought in. A lot. To fill this up. And then I'm going to have to build a retaining wall right along in here. And then be able to put a bridge across here. See, that's the plan. This is just, like I said, temporary. I'm going to build a bigger structure. But this is just to get me across this part of it so I can run that fence line. See? Then, if I can get the farm animals put out there, clean all that up, or put a bunch of goats out there and let them clean it up, which is the smartest idea, then I can continue this fence line all the way down there and then connect it back over there, and then that's where the livestock's going, boys and girls, right there. And as you can see, I'm already facing the boards outward this way, and I'll continue it that way. So then I'll have them corralled in. Then no one will be able to get up in here because this will be blocked off with the fence, and this will be my garden area. And then, of course, you got the compound, which is on the highest ground. Cool. All right. Sorry that video was long, but I hope it was explanatory and informative as to the way I looked at this place when I first got here. I really didn't have no clue what I was going to do with it, how I was going to plan it, or anything like that. I really did not have that in mind. As I lived out here for a while, and I've been out here for a while, it started becoming real apparent certain areas have certain problems. And I've got to be able to utilize all the land, because here's the problem. If they sell that 4 acres behind me, I've just been going out my gate and going right down into the field. Well, if somebody else bought that property over there, guess what? They're not going to let me drive over. They're not going to let me on their property. And I don't blame them. They say, hey, you stay on your side of the fence and I'll stay on our side of the fence. I got to abide by that. So the whole point is that I've got to get this road built, so I can get in the back of my property without going over on theirs. And I've been using that for 4 years, so I've gotten used to it. But now I can't anymore, okay? I love you guys. Take care. It's a beautiful Sunday, warm here in North Carolina. Steve up in the mountains, I know you have day 2, great weather. Fabio, oh, the Super Bowl. Let me say something about sports. A lot of people ask me who's my favorite team. I haven't watched sports in 20 years. I'm not a sports fan, never have been. I like other stuff, like I like Formula One racing, I like moto, I like drag racing, I like deep sea fishing. I like a lot of other sports, but when it comes to football, basketball, baseball, and just all that, hockey, oh God, I can't do it. I just can't watch it. But anywho, I hope you guys have fun with the Super Bowl weekend for tonight, and you guys all have plenty of chips and beer. And stay blessed, comment, share, like, thumbs up, and I'll check you guys out on another farming video. Now that I got my field plowed over here, all beautiful and pretty. Now I got my rows set. I'll check you guys out. Again, Tom out of here on the Off Grid Farm. Y'all stay blessed.